However, So in few moments from now, we'll be starting with this session. The dignitaries are right outside the auditorium, so just a few moments from now. On silent mode. Try to switch them off, but if not, at least put them on silent mode. All the dignitaries for the day, headed by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. R.M. Chitnis sir, the chief guest of today's function, Justice Retired Vidyasagar Kandechi, Honorable Lokayukta Maharashtra State. We also have Justice Retired Sadhna Chadhavji. We also have the presence of guest of honor, Shri Murlidhar Koteshwarji. I request everyone to join hands for ringing the bell of democracy. A big round of applause, my friends. They all are joining hands for ringing the bell of democracy. A very, very important moment. A big round of applause once again. Thank you very much. I request you to kindly join us on stage for lighting the traditional lamp. I request everyone to settle down, please. A very, very important tradition of our soil, lighting the traditional lamp, which symbolizes that we are beginning the journey from darkness to enlightened wisdom. It is indeed our honor and privilege to have such tall personalities on stage. A big round of applause, my friends. The applause should not fall short. We are present in large number here. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I request all the dignitaries to kindly accept the chairs. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and esteemed participants, welcome to the grand stage of Third International Symposium on Law and Peace, ISLP. Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, Pune, Bharat, in association with Pune District Bar Association, would like to welcome each one of you for this important occasion of Third ISLP. I'm Dr. Gautam Bapat, and it is my honor to be the anchor for this momentous occasion today. Today we have gathered here to share a vision to illuminate the path of peace and harmony through the lens of law. The ISLP aspires to be the shining beacon, bringing together the legal professional, policymakers, thinkers, and members of the global society at large. It is a platform where minds converge for dialogue, open discussion, and deliberations. A platform where we not only address the conflict resolution, but also actively engage in peace building processes. Our goal is to foster a culture of peace and harmony tailored to the dynamic and complex society that we all live in. And now, as per the tradition of my MIT group of institutions, I would like to request each one of you to rise in your seats for a very, very special prayer, a prayer that does not talk about any caste, creed, religion, or any particular section of society. This prayer is a prayer to the Almighty for the well being of entire humanity. I request all of you to fold your hands, close your eyes, and wholeheartedly participate in World Peace Prayer.
ॐ शाभ्या जया आत्मरूपा अर्थमति हरिबोधि ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु स्वरः साक्षात् तस्मै ॐ पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Thank you. We will have national song Vande Mataram. I request my technical team to kindly relay. Thank you. Thank you very much. My friends, this symposium is truly unique, transcending the political boundaries. Here, the judges, lawyers, justice, and legal advisors, mediators, academicians, policymakers, social observers, industry personnel, youth, and representatives of the society at large come together. It is a melting pot of diverse perspectives and a forum where ideas are exchanged and the best practices are shared. In order to understand in detail about the International Symposium on Law and Peace, I request my technical team to kindly relay a concept film on ISLP.
Towards attainment of peace is always full of hurdles. However, legal deliberations can act as an important scaffolding for the construction of a peaceful culture. The legal fraternity is envisioned to be the harbinger of hope that will lead human beings towards harmony. Law indeed is the means to attain the ultimate goal of peace through amicable dispute settlement, and therefore, this international symposium has been incepted to herald law to promote peace. The International Symposium on Law and Peace, ISLP, which is organized by MIT World Peace University School of Law, aims to become one of the brightest beacons to herald peace and harmony through the lens of law. The ISLP strives to provide a common platform to legal professionals, youths, policy planners, thinkers, and global society at large, where they can come together for the dialogue, open discussions, deliberations, and can use the platform to recommend measures to address conflict resolution through peace building processes, to promote the culture of peace and harmony for digitally dynamic and complex society. The main mission of arranging symposium on law and peace is to promote peace and harmony in global society through lawmaking processes and policy decisions by imbibing the principles of justice, equity, and good conscience, sensitizing budding legal professionals as conflict resolution ambassadors, to initiate dialogue between lawyers, judges, policymakers, jurists, academicians, youth, society, and industry about legal dimensions and peace perspectives. Law is there for us when we are there with law. Let's make the best out of this golden opportunity. Welcome to the International Symposium on Law and Peace.
Indeed, a beautiful concept. Yes, a big round of applause for the concept of ISLP. And now, to share his thoughts, I would like to request the Dean of School of Law at MIT World Peace University. I request you to please put your hands together and welcome with a round of applause Dr. Sunil George, sir.
Thank you, Bapat sir. A very good morning to everyone present here, esteemed dignitaries present on the dais and off the dais, students and participants. I, on behalf of MIT World Peace University School of Law, welcome you all to the third International Symposium on Law and Peace. At the very onset, I would like to seek the blessings of our mentor, Vishwadharmi Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir, UNESCO chairholder, founder and chief patron of Myers MIT Pune, founding president of MIT World Peace University, and the visionary creator of the World Peace Dome. I would also seek the blessings of Sri Rahul V. Karat sir, managing trustee, Myers MIT, and executive president, Myers MIT and MIT World Peace University, and chief initiator of the MIT School of Government, the first school in Bharat for political leadership. Founder of the National Legislators Conference, the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansid, the National Teachers Congress, the National Women's Parliament, and the National Conference on Media and Journalism. I also seek the blessings of Honorable Dr. R.M. Chitnis sir, the Vice Chancellor of Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, whose leadership, the dedication has played a pivotal role in shaping the academic excellence of our institution. On behalf of Reverend Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir, Sri Rahul Karat sir, and Dr. Chitnis sir, and the entire MIT World Peace University, I would like to welcome the chief guest of today's session, Justice Vidyasagar Kanade sir, Honorable Lokayukt Maharashtra State, former Judge, Bombay High Court. I would also like to welcome today's guest of honor, Retired Justice Sadhna Jadhav Ma'am, Member Maharashtra Legal Services Authority and Senior Counsel, Supreme Court of India. I also welcome our special guest of honor, Shri Murlidhar Koteshwar Sir, Mentor Education, the Art of Living, International Association for Human Values, co-founder and CEO of UPLAD and Simply Dream. Their impeccable presence adds significant value to our symposium, fostering knowledge, exchange, and intellectual discourse. I also welcome all the members, speakers of the various sessions, and participants of the symposium. The symposium is spread over 4 sessions, which has 4 vivid themes, namely peace building and sustainable development, global trade, governance and law, artificial intelligence and law, conflict resolution with special reference to alternate dispute resolution, and mediation. The objective and aim of this symposium are profoundly rooted in our commitment to advancing the ideals of justice and global harmony, themed Heralding Law to Promoting Peace. This symposium, led by Honorable Executive President Sri Rahul Karad Sir, endeavors to explore the impact of rule of law, peace, ethical legal practices, and the promotion of peace globally. Under the esteemed guidance of Vishwadharmi Revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad Sir, the Honorable Founding President of MIT World Peace University, I am sure that this symposium shall serve as a vibrant, democratic, and open platform for an intellectual exchange and dialogue. I once again welcome each one of you to the third International Symposium on Law and Peace, and I'm sure that during these 2 days we shall exchange and engage in fruitful academic and intellectual discussions promoting the ideals of law and peace and furthering the commitment of creating a harmonious world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your welcome address. And now, as per the tradition of our country and this platform, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate and welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. First and foremost, I would like to request sir to kindly felicitate the chief guest of this session, Justice Retired Vidyasagar M. Kanadeji, Honorable Lokayukt, Maharashtra State, former judge of Bombay High Court. Let us put our hands together and welcome with a big round of applause, my friends, the chief guest of third ISLP inaugural session. A big round of applause, my friends. A big round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. I now request sir to kindly felicitate and welcome the guest of honor, Justice Retired Sadhna Jadhav ma'am, the member of Maharashtra Legal Services Authority and Senior Counsel, Supreme Court of India. I request sir to kindly felicitate the special guest of honor, Justice Retired Sadhana Jadhav madam. A big round of applause, my friends, for Justice Retired Sadhana Jadhav madam, the member of Maharashtra Legal Services Authority and Senior Counsel of Supreme Court of India. A big round of applause, my friends. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your presence here today. I would also like to request sir to kindly felicitate and welcome the special guest of honor, Shri Murlidhar Koteshwarji, the Mentor Education, the Art of Living, International Association for Human Values, and co-founder and CEO of UPLAD and Simply Train. Big round of applause for the special guest of honor, Shri Murlidhar Koteshwarji. Thank you very much, all the dignitaries, for your kind presence here today. It is indeed our honor to have all of you here today. My friends, the heart of our discussion lies in our theme, the role of law to promote the culture of peace. And now, to share his thoughts, I would like to request on the dais the Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University. Please put your hands together and welcome Professor Dr. R.M. Chitnis, sir.
Good morning and namaskar, Honorable Dais, and all of you. It's a matter of pride and pleasure for us at MIT World Peace University to organize this third edition of International Symposium on the core subject of law and peace. It was possible because of our founder president and propeller of peace through holistic education, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, who actually gave this idea 3 years back to us. We know that both the subjects, law and peace, go hand in hand to ensure that a region or a community or a state or nation prospers culturally, socially, politically, and economically. It was very common in the historical days to see countries having no law of the land, but even in today's modern world, we still see lawless nations thriving and ultimately leading to anarchy and disaster for its countrymen. On the other hand, there are countries which do have laws in place, but they do not have peace in the country. In today's world, full of internal as well as external conflicts, we see so many countries in the category of law but no peace. And that's why such international symposia on law and peace play a vital role in starting discussions and deliberations to find ways for ensuring that along with law, peace also prevails. As a responsible academic institution, the motto of MIT World Peace University is Vishwa Shanti Dhruvam Dhruva, which means let peace prevail in the entire universe. And that's why we have included peace subjects as an essential part of curriculum of every academic program to introduce, inculcate, and infuse the culture of peace among every student. Actually, by nature, every human being is a peaceful and peace-loving animal. It is said that the circumstances like competition, attitude, domination, territorial fights, social injustice, ethnic differences, different beliefs, and also with whom you are spending your time that create unrest and disturbs the peace. The panel discussions, expert talks of distinguished guests and legal fraternity joining the session from across different parts of India, and some are coming from abroad also in next 2 days, will surely pave ways for wider forum of deliberations for meeting the objective of ISLP. Law plays a very crucial role in keeping everyone compelled to abide by the rules and regulations which are made for maintaining harmony, equality, protection of human rights, and resilience and peace. MITWPU is glad to have organized this significant conclave to discuss very crucial and vital issues in today's world full of unrest, uncertainty, and disturbances. As you are aware, that I have spoken to you earlier online, and some of you are present, that this particular world has many ratings, and one of the rating, please listen this carefully for another 60 seconds, that 165 countries are rated on the basis of governance or the democracy or the government quality or the fabric of democracy or any other kind of a government you have in the country. Do you know that China and Afghanistan are at the bottom? Afghanistan, you can understand, anarchy is there. But China, which is a very, very rich country when it comes to GDP, top second country in the world when it comes to $20 trillion GDP this country has. We are around 3.5. 6 times of us, the economy is there, but the governance is very poor. The first democracy, as they say, is America. And do you know where America's governance stands in the international rating? Any guess? If no, then it is 27. Though it was the first democracy, as per rating of United Nations, America stands around 27. Where Britishers? Britishers are important because we have a democracy in this country only for 75 years. Just around 800 months. If you were born before that, then you would have been in the clutches of British government. And before that, there was a type of kingdoms or a cluster of kingdoms. They were running this large nation. We are fortunate to have been born and studied and working in the democratic world. But our number should be in top 20, top 10, top 5 when you become around 60-year-old or when you retire as a justice of High Court, like both the justices are there today. There has to be aim for the country as a whole. And that aim is not only $5 trillion economy, but the governance. And this governance has 4 pillars and you are one of them. And that's why I'm talking to you. There is a politico, MPs, MLAs and corporators. That's the first pillar of the democracy. Second is judiciary, the law. Third is the bureaucracy, IS, IPS officers. And fourth one is, of course, media, neutral media we want. This four things together becomes governance, and fabric of that governance should improve day by day. Otherwise, when you get married, you have your own children, they get married. What kind of country we are transferring to them? It depends on what you are doing right now. If you are talking continuously, looking at mobile, not interested in governance or the law of the country, then you are transferring a different type of country to your next generation. Then who are top 4? Why America? England is 20th. I mention England because they ruled us for 200 years. Their governance, their government. The first one is Norway, second one is Sweden, third one is Finland, and fourth one is Denmark. And then comes other countries like New Zealand or maybe Australia. So why not the largest democracy of 140 crore with very intelligent people, very intelligent next generation? Some of them are sitting in front of me, well informed, well read, well cultured, well mannered, good in mathematics. They are not available in the rest of the countries in such a large number. If that is my country, if that is my Bharat, then why we are not in top 10? Why we are not in top 20? Why we are not top in first 25 or 30 or 35 or 40 or 45? Why we are near 50? That is because only one reason, because most of the intelligent people in this country are armchair critic of government. They will criticize politics, they will criticize media, they will criticize bureaucracy, they will criticize judiciary. That's the main problem. Casteism is there, communism is there, criminalization is there, but come together and talk about it in action format, not drawing hall criticism or canteen criticism. That doesn't help. Now also some of you are talking. Put that energy in one right direction and then country Bharat will be different. If you go to any other country for a symposium, which you will go in your career, when conference starts, pin drop silence. Or they leave after lecture is over. And that is what is done at MIT School of Government, and the directors are sitting in the front row. And they have created Bharatiya Chhatra Samsad platform, and they are doing it on 10, 11, 12th January on the campus, and 5,000 students from all over India are coming. You have to be part of it, and you have to debate a lot in 3 days in Bharatiya Chhatra Samsad Pindo. We have taken 6 different concerns of this country, our nation. And in that case, we have seen that our students don't speak much. Otherwise, they speak. But when it comes to large platform created by us, outside students come and speak. So please go to website of Bharatiya Chhatra Samsad. Look at the earlier year deliberations and debates. Some of our students are also good and they have spoken in this. Like this take this opportunity on this law conference that being one of the most important pillar of this democracy, and that democracy festival is happening on your campus on January 10, 11, 12. Say that I will be not only part, but I own that. I will design. I will speak. I will manage. That is what I expect from you. Register by clicking on the link which is given on that website, as well as School of Government Board Directors are sitting. Provide the QR code or registration link. Concluding, before I conclude, it is an appeal to all law students gathered here to make a vow that you will learn and practice law to ensure truthfulness, justice, and peace. May I repeat? You will vow that you will learn and practice law to ensure truthfulness, justice, and peace. And for that, one of the important skill which you will have to pick up is listening to the client. And there are two top justices are sitting on the dais. The court has begun. You cannot talk parallelly. Show the best of the best discipline. We have three speakers speaking around 20 minutes, and then another uh, proceedings are there where we are going to give you oath. And after that, around 12:30, 12:45, this inaugural session will be over. I wish you all the best for all 2 days. And next year you should be doing, and 100 students will be inside this green room, and you will bring the guest. And that is what is the slow beginning of development or life transformation happening in you. एक अच्छा वकील वो होता है, एक अच्छा वकील वो होता है जो जीतने के लिए नहीं, इंसाफ के लिए लड़ता है. एक अच्छा वकील होता है वो जीतने के लिए नहीं, इंसाफ के लिए लड़ता है, दूसरे की सुनता है. एक अच्छा वकील बनने के लिए दुनिया को छोड़कर वो किताबों से दोस्ती करता है. You got a message in this, that listen, analyze what is happening, and then only open the mouth. Otherwise, keep silent. With this, I would like to wish best of the best deliberations, Dr. Dean Sunil George sir, and Head of the Department, Dr. Purnima Inambar, Associate Dean, and hopefully you will prepare a report of this and submit to both the chief guest and guest of honor sitting on the dais. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that enlightening speech. I'm sure the students would have received the much required message from your address. Thank you very much. And indeed, it is important that we deliberate and discuss on such sensitive and important issues of our country. We can see the leadership of entire university sitting in the first row, including the registrar of the university, various deans and directors of the various schools of the university. Welcome all of you. Thank you very much for being part of this important occasion. My friends, I would like to share that MITWPU University has been a melting pot of thoughts and various activities to sensitize the youth. And taking this initiative to the next step, I would like to bring to the kind attention of all the dignitaries on the dais that our visionary executive president, Shri Rahul Karat sir, has been instrumental in creating one of the very important and prestigious platforms of this world, which is first National Legislators Conference, which happened just a few days back in the city of Mumbai, where for the very first time in the history of independent India, the legislators from various states of our country came together for discussing and deliberating on the various issues of our country and seeking this possible solution, a common solution for such issues. I would like to request my team if they can please show us some of the glimpses of first National Legislators Conference.
Anything you desire for the welfare of a person, this constitution paves a way for you to achieve your goal.
जो आप सभी विधायकों की अपेक्षा थी, एक व्यूज शेयर करना, डाइवर्स व्यूज को सुनना और उन्हें जाकर अपने अपने स्टेट्स में इम्प्लीमेंट करना, मैं समझता हूँ ये राहुल कराट जी के इनिशिएटिव से निश्चित रूप से पूरी हुई है।
अच्छा लगा जब राहुल जी ने अलग अलग विधायकों ने जो अपने अपने विधानसभा क्षेत्र के अंदर जो नई प्रैक्टिस अपनाई, उनका परिदृश्य, उनकी प्रदर्शनी मैंने देखी। India is now being recognized and respected worldwide.
These themes of your conference are vital strands of the work to enhance the effectiveness of all democratic legislatures.
मंच पर की गई चर्चाओं और नए विचारों से जनता की भलाई निश्चित रूप से सुनिश्चित होगी।
फॉर द सेकंड नेशनल लेजिस्लेटिव में आने के लिए तैयार है? मैं तैयार है क्या?
Whatever was said in India about thousands of years back is now being revealed by the entire world.
से हिस्सा ले रहे विधानसभा और विधान परिषद के सदस्यों अनंत शुभकामनाएं। आपका नरेंद्र मोदी।
हमारे मंच के ऊपर सभी विधानसभा के स्पीकर्स बैठे हुए हैं, मैं उनका मन से आभारी हूँ। मैं बहुत इमोशनल भी आज हो गया हूँ कि ये जो कल्पना बहुत 3-4-5 साल पहले मैंने बहुत सारे लीडर्स से बात किया था इसके बारे में, ये आज एक मैनिफेस्टेशन, एक इमेजिनेशन इस तरीके से यहाँ पे साकार हुआ।
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, let's give a big round of applause to the concept of National Legislators Conference and yet another an important platform of this university. Now, I would like to request and invite the special guest of honor to address the gathering. But before I do that, I would like to request my technical team to kindly relay a small film on the life and work of Shri Murlidhar Koteshwarji.
Shri Muralidhar Koteshwar is an engineering professional who is equally passionate about education. In a career that spans 3 decades after a B.Tech from IIT Madras, he held leadership positions in multinational organizations like CTAC, Tektronix, Tata Elxsi, Cellstream, Trilogy, Mentor Cloud, Sonim, and Avankia. He is currently co-founder and CEO of Upland, a career guidance platform, and Simply Train, a platform to empower learners. He is also chief advisor at Pod.ai, an Education 4.0 company powering digital campus, and director of Connecting the Dots, an edtech platform. He is a visiting faculty at Triple IT Bombay and IIM Indore, and was the founding secretary of the Advanced Computing Society of India. He has filed 2 patents in the era of career development and logistics. We warmly welcome Shri Muralidhar Koteshwar.
Please put your hands together and welcome with a big round of applause Shri Muralidhar Koteshwarji.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Vishwanath ji, Rahul ji, in absentia, Justice Vidyasagar ji, Justice Sadhana ji, Dr. Chitnis, Dr. George, Dr. Purnima. We are all in a very interesting time in our country. Very, very interesting time. We have the right combination of knowledge, skills, and governance in the country, where the concept of Vishwaguru, of us retaining or reclaiming how people were coming to this country for knowledge, will come true very soon. And each one of us has a very big role to play in that. Right? So, if you look at it, when we talk about peace, law is a very important pillar, no doubt about it. Right? Law ensures that guidelines and humanitarian justice is available to all communities, countries, and society. But where does it start? Because at the end of the day, the ones who are creating the law, who are writing these documents, who are arguing on behalf, are human beings. So if you really want peace in the world, unless you have individual peace, it's very difficult, because war, which is actually defined as the worst act of reason, it is inevitable in some cases, happens first in the mind of some individuals, and then it becomes more people climbing onto the same bandwagon, and then the mob thing gets together, and we end up having something which is not welcome, which is away from peace. So, in fact, from Art of Living, we've had this experience. Colombia, no peace for 70 years, constant fights. But when Sri Sri went to Mexico and got the people of the rebels who were constantly bombing, firing, fighting, to become peaceful, to learn pranayama, yogasana, and practice, within 2 weeks they announced the no holds ceasefire, and the president of Colombia got a Nobel Prize for that. And today it's a completely different country, right? So another one of our teachers went to Ghana. She knew French, and there were two communities fighting there, constantly killing each other. And she made both of them peaceful, and within a few months, the fighting stopped. She got the country's greatest honor, being a simple teacher, because she had gone and enabled peace in that community. And she did it by ensuring every individual had peace, right? So it's not something that can be bought or achieved by policies. It has to be nurtured from within. It's the basis for building peace in families, communities, and the planet. So if each one of us is at peace, it's easy for us when we get experience, become senior, become decision makers, then we get the right idea. and we get the right thinking to be able to create peace in this country. In fact, in the world. I traveled with Sri Sri to Iraq, and we've done a lot of workshops there in Iraq to bring about a peaceful thought amongst the population there. I was surprised when I met the education minister. He said, Sri Sri, you're really bringing happiness in the lives of our people, but I'm very worried about where it will lead us. So we were surprised. We said, where will happiness lead you? He says, no, our people are forgetting revenge. Our people are forgetting revenge because they become peaceful, so they won't fight anymore. We said, that's the whole idea. When you forget revenge and you are peaceful with yourself, that is when you'll be able to derive peace. We had one of our widows who was an art of living teacher, and when she went and did a workshop in the prisons in India, she met the person who killed her husband. And she taught him Kriya and Yogasana and Pranayama, and she was at peace and he was at peace. He cried, but she cut that cycle, the karma of constant violence. Right? And that's why the more and more people, in fact, we did a very interesting experiment. We took Israelis and Palestinians, and we didn't tell them they were Israelis and Palestinians. We took them to our German ashram and made them sit together and do pranayama. And they're good friends even today. Even as we speak, yesterday, there's been a request whether Sri Sri can go and mediate in the peace talks between the Palestinians and the Israelis. So all of us coming from this civilization have a great opportunity to contribute to world peace. So it's not just absence of conflict. In fact, peace is your very nature. Right? It is something that has moved us away from our nature that causes conflict in society. So who is the most peaceful entity in the universe? Any of you? Who is the most peaceful entity in the universe? You are all that once. You are all that once, unless you are Draupadi or Draupad, who directly came as an adult. Baby, see, you got it. Every child, is peaceful. And you were that way when you were born as a child. In fact, a child smiles 400 times a day, and the same child, by the time it becomes a teenager, the smiles come down to 18 times a day, and adults like us, we need to hear jokes to smile. Isn't it? A child is usually happy and becomes unhappy for a reason. An adult is usually unhappy and becomes happy for a reason, meeting old friends, getting a new house, getting a new car. Right? We need to reverse that. We need to get back to being like a child. I was so happy to see all of us ringing that bell. I could see with the childlike emotion, everybody was pulling, and all of you are also clapping. So the status of being like a child, childlike is different from childishness. Right? So what is it that we can learn from children so that we can get inner peace? The first thing you must remember is that why are they so happy and why are they so energetic? One of the reasons is the breath. We as adults, because of our sedentary habits, use only 30 to 35% of our lungs, whereas children use 90% of their lungs. And that's why they're being able to be more energetic, more enthusiastic, and the mind in the present. You may be physically sitting here, but body is here, but your mind can be somewhere else. Right? Whereas a child is not like that. You can ask parents. The children come running to them and say, Papa, I want to go to the park. Or Mama, I want an ice cream. They won't say, Papa, take me to the park day after tomorrow. Mama, give me an ice cream on Friday. No. They want it now. And you're all like that. The mind being in the present moment. So what is it that we can do to take large populations and make them more and more peaceful? Okay. So I want to give you some insight into this. Let's play this video. Is it possible? If you can play this video. Understand there are 4 types of people.
categorizes. See, in the world there can be only 4 types of people. One, people who are happy, and there are people who are unhappy. And people who are engaged in good acts, meritorious acts, and people who are engaged in not so good act or demonic acts. Sinful people, merited, blessed people, happy people, and unhappy. The 4 categories. And how do you deal with them? Maitri, friendliness with all those who are happy. Have friendliness with people who are happy. If you are not friendly with people who are happy, you feel jealousy. You are jealous is because someone is more happier than you. But if you own them, if you feel that they belong to you, you are not jealous about someone very dear to you. You are somebody very close to you, being very happy. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't bring jealousy in you. When you think so and so is very happy and they are not connected to you totally, then the jealousy comes. Then said, have friendship with them. Maitri, have a feeling of friendliness for them. You can see the same self in everybody, but the feelings will not be the same. It can differ for a beginner. One doesn't feel the same with everybody. Though intellectually you may say, oh, it's myself only there. But your feeling, since it's not fully cultured, fully established in self, it still has its preferences. It weighs. Then what preference will you take it? Say, have friendliness with those who are happy. Now, and what about unhappy people? If you are friendly with unhappy people, what happens? You also become unhappy. So he says, don't be friendly with unhappy people, but be compassionate to unhappy people. The second bhava he has given. Karuna. People who are suffering, have sympathy, compassion for them, but don't hook on to the friendliness, because then it drags you down also to be unhappy. And you are unhappy and they are unhappy, you will be of no use to help them out. Do you see what I'm saying? If you think you should share the unhappiness with your friend, okay, you share it, then will you be able to share your happiness with them? Not possible. So unhappy people, don't be friendly with them, but be compassionate to them. There's a difference here. You get this point? Karuna, compassion. Be compassionate. Don't say, oh, poor thing, it shouldn't have happened to you. You know, we do not know how to deal with people who are in suffering. We go and make their beliefs more strong, saying that God is so unjust with you. God, nature is so unkind with you. You are suffering. You are poor thing. We even push them down, even down the drain. We are trying to pull them out of the drain, but we are trying to push them down. But unconsciously we do. Because we think, oh, they are my great friends. What do I do? No.
Okay, we'll move to the next one.
Suffering.
Right, so 4 types of people. Those who are happy, be friendly with them. Those who are unhappy, have compassion for them. Those who do good in society, be proud of them. Take ownership. They're helping, doing a great job. Be happy about them. And those who are doing wrong things in society, be indifferent, because it will affect your mind otherwise. Right? When it comes to mediation, yes, you have to have a very calm mind to be able to